This has better quality, but this is more modern. Pero I think that's not enough to make a decision. So let's talk about the Kodak PixPro FZ45 and the Kodak PixPro C1. Hi, I'm Mikey and I do tech reviews, and welcome to this video. Ang tagal ko nang pinost yung Kodak FZ45 and then C1 on my TikTok and Instagram. I posted sample photos, sample videos, and then just quick reviews. But I feel like ang dami pa ring nahihirapan in deciding which is the perfect one for them. This has better quality, but both of these used to be around 10,000 pesos. Pero as of December 2025, you can get both of these for less than 7,000 pesos. So I feel like sobrang sulit na niya. If you get it here in the Philippines for around 6,500 or 7, super sulit na siya. For the physical appearance, let me show you what they look like from all sides. If we put them side by side, the 45 is definitely chunkier. It also has a fixed screen. Both of them have flash, pero they're very different, which I'll show you later on. The 45 has a retracting lens similar to older digicams, pero ang worry ko lang is marami kasi yung digicam na nasisira and usually it's lens error. So kapag natamaan tong bridge or like nahulog siya or may nahulog sa kanya, kapag nasira ito or natamaan, medyo delikado for the camera. The C1 naman has a fixed lens. Exposed lang siya. So, kailangan mo talaga siyang ingatan or like may cover siya when you bring it with you. 45 needs two AA batteries and I would highly suggest na you get rechargeable batteries kasi mabilis niyang nauubos yung mga regular batteries lang. What I'm using right now is from Energizer, pero meron din ako nung pale blue, which is yung mismong battery yung i-charge mo, and that's cool. I found out na mas maraming may gusto na natatanggal yung batteries. Kasi nga naman, if masira yung battery, pwede mo lang siyang i-replace. Not unlike if built-in na yung battery mo, either ipapabukas mo pa siya or hindi mo na talaga siya magagamit if nasira. Even though medyo maliit yung battery life niya, at least pwede mo rin siyang isaksak sa power bank. Now, here are the modes per camera. For the FZ45, you have the auto mode, which is siya na yung magde-decide on everything. You have the program mode, wherein you can change the different settings. And the rest of the modes in this camera. For the Kodak C1 naman, we don't get a manual mode, but we do get an auto mode, program mode wherein you can change the exposure and other settings. Now, here are the modes per camera. Now, here are the camera modes. Now, of course, for the exciting part, which is the sample photos and videos. Now, I think dito nyo tignan talaga kung ano yung mas prefer nyo. Do you like the higher quality type of photos and videos? Or if you want like the vintage, retro, old school vibes ng photos and videos. Here are sample photos with just the auto mode. Here are photos naman wherein I changed the white balance into daylight. So far naman, they're doing very well, especially if well-lit naman yung area. Because people mainly buy digicams for the flash, I think mas panalo talaga si FZ45 if you really want that strong flash on your camera. As you can see for the C1, the flash is quite weak. And kapag talagang malayo yung subject, I don't think na maiilawan niya pa. Now, here are sample videos naman using both cameras. Next, here is a zoom test of both cameras.
So many mistakes.
And here are all the filters using the FZ45. And here are all the filters using the Kodak C1. Personally, mas fun for me yung C1 when it comes to filters kasi ang dami mong options. Na-mention ko na to sa previous Kodak C1 video ko na gustong-gusto ko talaga yung retro na filter. Kay FZ45 naman, medyo onti lang pero ang ganda nung like soft, dreamy na filter. When transferring photos naman, for the FZ45, you need a memory card reader to transfer your photos and videos talaga. But with the Kodak C1, as I mentioned, very modern nga. So you can just use a cable to connect your camera straight to your phone and you can easily access and then transfer your photos na. Now, one big con per camera. For the FZ45, for me kasi medyo hassle na i-charge ko pa yung batteries ko. If i-charge ko kasi yung battery, ito yung ginagamit ko. So, ang bulky niyang dalhin. Yung C1 naman, ang nakakalungkot dito is that it does not retain the settings that you input. So, if you change like the white balance, the exposure, and the filter, when you turn it off and then you turn it on again, it doesn't retain it. So, balik ka doon sa normal settings for everything. Every time I turn it on, I would have to change the settings again. And every time I use it, ganon ang ganon. Okay, so overall ba, which do you actually prefer? In my opinion kasi, they are very different. So it's either I go for the FZ45 if I want really high quality and I want to use the flash. But the Kodak C1 kasi is an everyday carry for me because it's slim and I can just charge it using my power bank. Let me know your thoughts and suggestions and I will make another video. So hopefully see you in the next video.